Alright, in this video we're going to be looking at how to find the total surface area of cylinders. Notice right here it says total surface area, so that's what we're going to be looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow our 4 steps to be able to determine what it is for each one of these cylinders. And number 1, step 1 says we shade the bases, so I want you to go ahead and shade your bases. That would be recognized where they are. The next step is we want to go ahead and we want to find our big B, then we're going to want to find our big P, and then we're going to want to find H. Remember, B is the area of the base, and since this base is just a circle, we're going to use the formula pi r squared. For the perimeter, which is the distance around the circle, we're going to use the formula 2 pi r. And for the height, it's just the distance between the two bases. So if we look at that, well, the distance between the two bases is, according to this right here, is 15. So H is just going to be 15. The area of the base, our big B, well, we just got to plug in our number for the radius. And notice this is just half. It goes from the center of the circle to the edge. So since it doesn't go all the way across, it just goes from the center to the edge. That is our radius right there. So this r is going to be a 4, which is that number. So it's going to be pi 4 squared. And then for the perimeter, the distance around the circle, we're going to do 2 pi r. And there's our radius is 4. So that's going to be 2 times pi times 4. Now I have all 3 numbers that I can use for my formula. So we just need to plug it into the formula and then we can solve it. So let's go and write our formula. We got pH plus 2b. So for P, I'm going to go ahead and put in what I have for P, which is 2 pi 4. For my H, right there, I'm going to go to H, and that height was 15, so I'm going to put another parenthesis and put a 15. Then I got to put my plus sign and bring down my 2. And now I just need to put in my big B, because it's 2 times the area of the base. And my big B, which is area of the base, it's pi 4 squared. So now that I got that in, I just want to put all of that into my calculator, and it'll give me my final answer. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so what we need to do now is we're going to get our calculator, turn it on, go over to calculate, hit enter. You'll notice that the red button is highlight on my, if I move my cursor, you'll see this button, this enter button right here, just highlight it. That's because I clicked enter. So just be watching for the buttons that highlight so you know what buttons to push in order to enter this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put in exactly what we got written down. So my P was 2 pi 4, and that's 2 times pi times 4. And then that P is multiplied to the H, and my height is 15. And then after I do my pH, I'm going to put plus 2 times the big B. So I'm going to put another parenthesis, and for big B, the area of the base was actually going to be pi 4 squared. So now that I got this put in, all I got to do is hit enter. So what I want you to do is put this into your calculator. Make sure that you can pause the video if you need. And then I want you to go ahead and hit enter. And it should have gave you 477.52. And if we round that to the nearest tenth, it's going to be 477.5. And that'll be our final answer. So now we just write down that final answer right here. And we said it was 477.5. Notice this is inches. So it is inches squared. And that is our total surface area of number 1.